in San Francisco right now, and I'm so excited. We have the incredible Dr. Dacker Keltner. He is the founder and the director of the Greater Good Science Center. And the Greater Good Science Center is doing groundbreaking work on researching the science of happiness, the science of awe, the science of what it means to come together as a collective and its impact on the brain.
A lot of things that we do that our primate relatives who have 99% of our DNA don't do, so we our bodies tend to sync up with each other. We tend to mimic each other's behaviors. We tend to have a lot of brain power to understand other people's mental states. We have a lot of music, right? We have a lot of art, and there is thinking in the evolutionary field that around 200,000 years ago, when we were really evolving into this current primate, we developed this capacity to be not just an individual, but this super thing, like all connected. And it helped us raise kids and defend ourselves and the like. So it's the moments in our lives when we're like, wow, I'm part of this big thing. And people love that moment and they yearn for it.
And what we're talking about today is a superorganism, and this idea that when a stadium of people, 15,000 strong today in San Francisco, come together and gather, we call this a superorganism because there's an exponential connection between us that releases our happy brain chemicals in an even more exciting way.
So a lot of the work that I do on compassion and love and awe is circling around this idea that kind of the really important shift in our evolution as a primate was to become a collective, to belong, right? And we have neurophysiology that's related to that. It's good for our health. And then that begs the question of like, how do I belong, right? And where do I really find it viscerally? And I think most people, when they really think hard about it, will start to recall occasions where they've been dancing, right? Or kind of peak moments of, whoa, that was really striking.
When you gather in person, you are actually smarter. There's all these studies that now show that when you come together as a collective, as a superorganism, that your brain is much more activated and you're actually smarter. You're retaining more information, you are more creative, you are more sort of alert, your five senses are activated. So showing up to live experiences with people, to be part of a collective, to be part of a superorganism, becomes more important than ever to survive and thrive.
I think the superorganism is so when people's within a particular context at the same moment in time, people's feeling, physiology, or mental states align and become synchronized, right? Are mutually influential. And dance, so powerful. And so to help combat loneliness with dance and other techniques, we need some studies.
So I feel like dance is the next frontier, right? Where mindfulness is sort of very saturated now in the world of science and research. Like we now, dance is still such an uncharted kind of blue ocean.
And dance is ready for it.
For me, the dream would be like for every single doctor to prescribe dance as an antidote to, as step one, like before we go to meds or anything else, like let's try the superorganism experience on the dance floor.
Yeah, and then it allows doctors and school teachers to like, oh, maybe we'll have the after-school dance program.
Exactly. Right? So we believe that that dance, community dance, right, social dance, is truly an antidote to depression, anxiety, and loneliness. It should be on the list of all the things that you can do to be a happier person.